online. You can do hey, Islam in Christ, we live. But a lot of different things you can do. You can do John 16, who that Christ died for. I mean, it's all middle scriptures. We will get into it a little bit for you, all right? Okay. Hey, Shalom, Israel, Yahweh, Shem, Yahweh, Shabbat, Thumb, to all the brothers, how much more, Allah, Thumb, but Shem, Yahweh, all the sisters out there in the nation of Israel. This is the Isupk starting out at 1 West 125th Street, all in New York. You see what I'm saying? It says 1969, we've been teaching all Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians their true identity according to the Bible. What is that identity? You are the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel. You see what I'm saying? You have an identity that our enemies have attempted to erase from the face of the planet. You see what I'm saying? But because our God is a just God, and because he said he will never forsake us, we are here in America under oppression, and we are turning back to our original culture, man. You see what I'm saying? This is the Isupk Las Vegas scripture breakdown class. Any questions that brothers and sisters might have, feel free to type them in the comments. I will answer any questions today to the very best of my ability. You see what I'm saying? If I do not have the answer to your question, don't worry. I'll tell you I don't got the answer. And then I'll make sure that we have that answer for you by the next class. All right. We're not the Christian church. And one thing that we absolutely refuse to do is add our own opinion on the Bible. You see what I'm saying? We're here to only speak the facts. We're here to prove and back up everything that we say with scripture, unlike the Christian pastors. Today is going to be the final part. You see what I'm saying? Give a Lord a hand. We've been here every single day. Been a lot of fun. Today's going to be the final part of First Esdras. You know what I'm saying? A story that started in chapter 3, where King Darius the First was put into power, right? When he was placed king over the Persian and the Medes. And what happened was during that time, three of the young men, of course, 3 of his guards, they took this as an opportunity to gain power, right? And they wanted to all give their opinion and give answers to what they believed to be the most powerful force in the earth, right? One cat said that alcohol was the most powerful in the earth. We broke that down Tuesday. The next cat said that the king or authority or leadership was the most powerful thing in the earth. We broke that down yesterday, right? Go to Isupk Las Vegas on YouTube as well as Facebook to catch up on the classes and breakdowns that you might have missed, right? They're still there for you. You can catch up. Today is going to be the final part. You see what I'm saying? Our ancestors, Zerubbabel, the Israelites. Zerubbabel was an Israelite, man. This story is going on around the same time in Nehemiah, or the same lifetime, I should say, of Nehemiah, right? And he said that women are the most powerful thing. He said there's nothing more powerful in your kingdom than women. You see what I'm saying? But are women the most powerful force on earth? That's what we're going to find out. That's what we're here to read about. What was Zerubbabel's point? Why was Zerubbabel there to gain power? Why does Zerubbabel want to be the right hand to King Darius? It said that we shall be called his cousin. You see what I'm saying? Someone very close to the king. Why would Zerubbabel want something like that? Being that this is his oppressor and he's a man of God. He's a man that's turning his back to God. I mean, turning his face to God. You see what I'm saying? Turning back to the Lord. Why would you want to be so close to him? We're going to figure it out. We did have a question. What was the question, Baba Bashar? Young man, you said the brother asked the question, right?
The question
said, what was Judah? Or
why do most Israelites claim that they're from the tribe of Judah?
Why do most Israelites, right? And this is everybody. This was you too. If you're from the tribe of Gad, when you first came when you first learned that you were an Israelite, you thought that you were from the tribe of Judah. Why is that? I want to give it a shot. Why do you think that most Israelites come into the school or come into the truth or learn about their culture and they just assume they're from the tribe of Judah? It's a very, very simple answer. Very, very simple. Go ahead, Tata Ward.
Because society called them black, so they would think that they were just a Negro. They could be.
Society calls who black?
what society would call African Americans. Society meaning like the people who call us black and call themselves white and call Asians yellow, which is class. So, for example, like what I mean is society will call you black because of your skin and how you appear, not knowing that you're from the tribe of Gad. So it would be easily mistaken if you're not informed on what tribe you could potentially come from. That if society would call you black, you just be like, oh, I'm from the tribe of Judah.
Hey, shalom in Christ. I don't want to see you. Shalom in Christ. So, but you're basically saying that the reason that people find out they're an Israelite and think they're black, you're saying because of colorism. Is that what you're saying? That's true to an extent. But you want to know what it is? Because Christ is from the tribe of Judah. that's what it is. Jesus Christ from the tribe of Judah, and the name Gad, Issachar, Naphtali, you see what I'm saying? Asher, those names are named Ephraim. Those are names that's damn near was wiped off the face of the planet. So when you read Jesus Christ was a black man, right? In Revelation chapter 1 and verse 14, and he was from the tribe of Judah. Like you said, you look at your skin, you just assume you're from the tribe of Judah too. Christ is black and he was from Judah. I'm from the tribe of Judah, right? Why? Because the Gadites were wiped off the face of the planet, and now they're called Native Americans. You taught to believe that a Gadite looks a certain way. You see what I'm saying? And if you're Native American, you have to look a certain way. So it doesn't dawn on you that it's possible that you might be from a different tribe, because society only speaks of one tribe. Jews, Judah, Jewish cats, even the Jewish, they don't speak of. How come you've never met someone? Why is it that we've never met a so-called Jew, right, from the tribe of Asher? You ask them what tribe they from? Judah. Well, how come they don't even say the tribe again? You see what I'm saying? Because our culture and our identity was wiped. They tried to wipe it away. That's why. You see what I'm saying? That's so when you come in and you realize that you God's chosen people, you just go with the most popular one, the one that our king is from, Judah. Society had you believe that Judah is the most important tribe, the only tribe, the main tribe. You know, that's the main tribe right there. So niggas want to be from the main tribe. You see what I'm saying? When one tribe isn't above the other tribe. Judah isn't above Reuben. Issachar isn't above Gad. That's not how the Lord looks at us. The Lord looks at us as one nation, one people, one family, one body. And he judges us all accordingly. You see what I'm saying? Does that answer your question? Or his, I guess that. But if you don't have any other questions online, if you don't have any other questions, there's no questions online or anything like that, we're going to go ahead and get right into the topic, all right? So go ahead and pick up where you left off.
This is the book of First Esdras, chapter 4, beginning at verse 13.
Go ahead.
Then the third, who has spoken of women and of the truth.
So previously, what was going on was these cats are pleading their case to the king. They're saying alcohol is the most powerful thing. No, it's not alcohol, because the king is the most powerful thing on the planet. Now, Zerubbabel, the Israelite, he's saying neither one of those things are correct. Go ahead.
Began to speak.
He said because women are the most powerful thing. Go ahead.
And of the truth. This was Zerubbabel.
And of what?
And of the truth.
And of the truth. That's very important. Don't gloss over that. That's what fake Israelites are going to gloss over. And of the truth. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
This was Zerubbabel. Began to speak. Verse 14.
Notice how Zerubbabel is the only name that was outside of Darius. You see how the other cat's name wasn't even mentioned? They weren't relevant. That's the point. They weren't that important to have the name mentioned. But this is an Israelite talking to the king of the Persian and the Medes, the king of our captives at that time. Their names were important, so that's why their names were documented. Keep reading.
Verse 14. O ye men, it is not the great king, nor the multitude of men. Now
he said it's not the great king or the multitude of men. It's not the influence of men. It's not the men that the people want to follow or the men that the people fear. Go ahead.
Neither is it wine.
It is not the alcohol that brings such powerful men down to their knees either. It's not the liquor that gets powerful men and powerful leaders out of the spirit either. That's not the most powerful thing is. Go ahead.
Who is it then that ruleth them?
Who is it that rules them? Who is it that men will go out of their way to bend their damn knee to? Go ahead.
Or have the lordship over them?
Who is it that, lordship means authority figure, the authority or the person that's superior. You see what I'm saying? He said, who's superior to the king? Who's superior to you niggas? Let's talk about it. Go ahead.
Are they not women?
Are they not what?
Women?
Are they not women? You want to know why? Because niggas won't come to class. But guess where you will be? You're going to be right there for that brawl. She say, be here at this time. You see what I'm saying? Niggas will go and commit all manner of sin, go sell drugs, right? Do whatever they can, and they going to use the money to do what? Because they just want to floss for that brawl from around the block. That's it. Men will take your life because they think that it's going to give them a better shot at LaQuisha over there. You see what I'm saying? That's all that matters. Men will wear skinny jeans, wear super tight, or whatever they think a woman likes. That's how they're going to dress. They're going to let women dictate everything about them. You see what I'm saying? And that's what Zerubbabel is bringing up. And he's going to give examples. Go ahead.
Verse 15. Women have borne the king and all the people that bear rule by sea and land.
He like, ain't this what y'all teach? Don't y'all teach that we wouldn't be here without women? Ain't that right? Women birthed the king and all the people that bear rule by sea and land. You see what I'm saying? Now, Zerubbabel was a man who understood that men should have the rulership over women. Why would he say that? I kind of already gave it away. But why would he say that? Why would he say, didn't women birth the king? Didn't women birth everybody, every man that has authority over people, over everything? Wasn't it women that birthed them? Why would he say something like that when he believes that men are the authority in the earth? I think it's real simple. Think about when you're battling. What are you going to do when you're battling to prove your point? You're going to use your enemy's point against them. You see what I'm saying? He's trying to show that alcohol is not the most powerful thing. Neither is it the king. You want to know why? Don't y'all teach that women, none of us would be here without women? Ain't that what Egyptologists teach? Ain't that Greek culture? Every culture that you look at, women, women, women. He said, this is y'all words. How can you say that alcohol is the most powerful thing when you believe that women are the most powerful thing? You believe that you wouldn't even be here without your mom, right? She the most powerful. Go ahead.
Verse 16. Even of them came they.
Even what?
Even of them came they.
You're here because of her. Go ahead.
And they nourished them up and planted the vineyards.
Read that again.
And they nourished them up that planted the vineyards.
They nourished the women raised the men that created alcohol, right? Women are the ones that nourished up the men that became alcoholics eventually. Women did that. You relied on her. Keep reading.
From whence the wine cometh.
Go ahead.
Verse 17. These also make garments for men.
And they're the ones that's sewing up your favorite garments that you putting on before you go and kill millions of people. But that you putting on before you go to war, before you go get drunk at that party. Women making those clothes, ain't they? Keep reading.
These bring glory into men, and without women cannot man be.
Go ahead.
Verse 18. Yea, and if a man have gathered together gold and silver.
And when you get up and you go to the swap meet, or you go to the mall, and you putting on your favorite chain, and you throwing on all them rings and all them, all of that jewelry, right? Why are you doing that? Yeah, your cologne, you putting on your favorite cologne and your best outfit, right? Go ahead.
or any other goodly thing.
Or any other goodly thing. Your favorite shoes or boots or whatever the hell it is you're doing. You getting your hair done. Because I got to go to work. And Tiffany's over there. You see what I'm saying? LaQuisha's there. I need to look and smell my best. I need to get the most expensive car. Niggas will go hit a lick, right? Do something that they know can land them in jail because they need to get a nice outfit to impress some broad. Men throw logic out of the window when it comes to women. The most powerful of men. You're gonna throw logic out of the window. King David threw logic out of the window over a woman, didn't he? Did he not? This is a man that serves God. This is a man that was after the Lord's own heart. And what did he do? He saw a broad he found irresistible, that was married, and he got her husband hit. He put her husband on the front line so that he could have it. Where the hell is the logic in that? Women put demons on men if you're not disciplined, man. They're gonna put a demon on you. You're gonna live your life for them. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, Tyler.
Wouldn't that be considered like a hit? How people put 20,000 on somebody's head? How King David did that man that put him on the front line?
That's exactly what he did. He had a hit on him, so he put him on the front lines. He put him in a situation. Someone that was not a warrior, someone that was not a soldier, someone that was not in the army of Israel. You see what I'm saying? A man that wasn't a fighter, right? Mm-hmm. I don't remember if it specifically specifies what that brother did for a living. I don't remember if it talks about his profession. I believe it does. I could be wrong. Somebody can tell me in the comments, but he was like, yeah, the law says that I can't have her if you're alive. So you're gonna die. That's what King David said to himself. The demon that got on him said, it's always a loophole, right? Send that nigga to the war. Put that nigga on the front line. We was warring against the Ammonites at the time, the so-called Japanese. You see what I'm saying? He put him on the front lines against the Japanese. And of course, he was smitten. And after that happened, he said, oh my goodness, what a terrible thing. Bring his wife to me so I can make her feel better. You see what I'm saying? Man, the prophet came to King David and said, can you imagine? Put that story up real quick. Let's get to it. We got nothing but time. Put that story up real quick. Look at the checking that King David got because he stumbled after a woman's beauty. That's why the Bible tells you stumble not at the beauty of a woman. You see what I'm saying? But this is just one example. Who else stumbled at the beauty of a woman? Who else in the Bible stumbled after the beauty of a woman? Yeah, I know. Samson, right? Samson also stumbled after a woman. You see what I'm saying? She was a whore at that. I can only imagine what she must have looked like. For the most powerful man on earth at the time, physically, you see what I'm saying? Who was serving God. What the hell did she look like that made him decide, yeah, I'm willing to cut off. You got that from me? Let me pull it for you. I believe that's the book of
Samuel.
Really? Let me hear it.
Samuel 11.
Hold on. Give me 2 Samuel 12.
This is the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 11 and verse 12. And David said to Uriah, tarry here today also and tomorrow. I will let thee depart. So Uriah abode in Jerusalem that day and the morrow.
Go to chapter 12, verse 1. We know what King David did. Everybody knows what King David did, right? We know the sin that he committed. But look what happened afterwards. 2 Samuel chapter 12.
This is the book of 2 Samuel chapter 12 and verse 1. And the Lord sent Nathan unto David, and he came unto him. Now
Nathan was a prophet of God. You see what I'm saying? Keep reading.
And he came unto him and said unto him, there were two men in one city.
He said, look, I need you to hear this. It was two men in one city, right? Keep reading.
The one rich and the other poor.
Now, one of these cats have everything they could ever want in life. The other one has to fight and scrape and struggle for everything that he could possibly get his hands on. Keep reading.
Verse 2. The rich man had exceeding many flocks and herds.
The rich man had countless flocks and herds. If you understand currency back then, your main currency back then were your flocks and your crops and your cattle and things like that. So if you had a lot of herds and flocks and cattle and things like that, you were considered a rich man. That was the main current. That was one of the main forms of currency of income. You see what I'm saying? Selling, cattle and things like that. Keep reading.
Verse 3.
And that's also the reason. So that's also the reason why people were trying to find loopholes within the law, which is why Christ had to come in the first place. Because what would happen was people would take their best cattle and literally prepare to sin. It would literally prepare. You see what I'm saying? Oh man, I know I ain't supposed to go sleep with that man's wife. How many cattle I got over here? Get the best one. I got 8 lambs. I can sacrifice one. That's what was happening. That's how we were provoking the Lord's anger. Keep reading.
Verse 3. But the poor man had nothing, save one little ewe lamb.
He had nothing but this one little lamb. This one little lamb. Understanding what the point, right? He's giving King David a hypothetical scenario, and he's saying one man was rich, one man was poor, one man had everything, one man had nothing but this one lamb. That lamb represented what's the sister's name? That King David's
Bathsheba.
surname?
Bathsheba?
Was that her name? Bathsheba, yeah. The lamb represented Bathsheba, was the point. You see what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Which he had brought and nourished up.
He bought and nourished up this one little lamb. This is all he had. Go ahead.
And it grew up together with him
Mm-hmm.
and with his children.
And with his children. Go ahead.
It did eat of his own meat
Mm-hmm.
and drink of his own cup
Mm-hmm.
and lay in his bosom.
Drop down to verse 4.
Verse 4. And there came a traveler unto the rich man,
Mm-hmm.
and he spared to take of his own flock and of his own herd to dress for the wayfaring man that was come unto him. But took the poor man's lamb.
But did what?
But took the poor man's lamb.
He said, well, the next traveler came unto the rich. But then this rich man saw what that poor man had, and he wanted what the poor man had, because what he had just wasn't good enough for him. Keep reading.
And took the poor man's lamb and dressed it for the man that was to come him.
He took that man's lamb and he gave it to someone else. That's the scenario that he given David to see how he's going to react. What did David say?
Verse 5. And David's anger was greatly kindled against the man.
He said he did what? What happened? You mean to tell me so this cat was rich and the other one was poor, and he would do such a terrible, wicked thing to him, right? Mind you, this is after David already committed the sin. Keep reading.
And he said to Nathan, as the Lord liveth.
Oh my goodness, is who?
As the Lord
He
liveth.
said, as the Lord liveth. If the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is real, what?
The man that hath done this thing shall surely die.
If the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is real, then the person responsible for this deserves to be put to death. And I, the king, will ensure that it happens. Go ahead.
Verse 6. And he shall restore the lamb fourfold.
And he better go give that man what he took back fourfold, times 4. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Because he did this thing and because he had no pity.
And Nathan is sitting there looking at him like, that's what he deserved, right? Also, this is, no one should ever do, a righteous man would never do something like that, would he? I understand. Go ahead.
Verse 7. And Nathan said to David, thou art the man.
He said, you're the person that you're talking about. That's you. You're the one that deserves the very punishment that you just said. You. Keep reading.
Thus saith the Lord God of Israel.
You just said, as the Lord liveth. The Lord said that you are responsible for committing such a sin. That's why I'm here. I'm here for you. I'm not here to report anybody. God already reported you to me. And that's why I'm here. To tell you how wrong you are. You see what I'm saying? And this is all over what? Now, King David did incredible things. What is King David famous for? Go ahead, Tosborg.
The famous story of Goliath.
He slayed Goliath. You see what I'm saying? King David responsible when everyone else was scared to step up to the plate, to step up to this powerful, known Hamite warrior. King David stepped up as a young man, as a child or a teenager or something like that, and took Goliath's life like it was Tuesday. You see what I'm saying? And found all the favor of the Lord. And then look what happened. Stumbled after this woman. You see what I'm saying? After the beauty of a woman. You feel me? Now go back to First Esdras. That's the point that's being made. That's the point that Zerubbabel is trying to make. That's just one example. You see what I'm saying? There's plenty of examples. We could all think of countless examples. Niggas that get up and know that they'll hear that we ain't supposed to be celebrating Christmas and Thanksgiving and doing things like that. But guess why they'll do it? For the kids. Because if they don't do it for the kids, what's going to happen? Their wife is going to leave them. They're not going to get any tonight. You see what I'm saying? So I hear you telling me that as a man of God, I should be doing this. My shorty ain't, she gonna be feeling it. I see niggas that only get high because if they don't get high, their wife is not gonna be with them anymore. We can't get high. We can't smoke a blunt together. You don't smoke. Niggas will fold and turn their back on their own morals and put evil to their lips because that's what she want to do. You see what I'm saying? Hey, Shalom in the Christ, as we see you. Keep reading from where you was at.
Do they not love a woman which is comely in favor and beauty?
Which is what?
Comely in favor and beauty.
Which is comely in favor and beauty. You see what I'm saying? Give me the book of Ecclesiasticus 25 and 21. He said, this is what men do. The most powerful men. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, Al.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 25 and verse 21.
Mm-hmm.
Stumble not at the beauty of a woman.
Go ahead.
And desire her not for pleasure.
And desire her not for pleasure. You want to know why? Because if that's what you're doing, you're going to turn your back on all of your morals. If that's what you're doing, you're going to lack integrity. If you'll fold because, oh, she bad, that's fine shit over there. She bad. She want to go do this. So I don't do it. I can't get her. If you're looking for her for pleasure because you just want to put your penis inside of her, you see what I'm saying? You just want something to hit tonight. You're going to do whatever it takes. You see what I'm saying? That's the reason it's so important when you come into the Isupk. We show you how to be a man. We show you how to not look for a woman as something to put your penis in. You see what I'm saying? Right. That's not what women are here for. Women aren't here just for you to lust after them. They're here to be a helpmeet to you because you are supposed to be serving God. They're supposed to be here to make sure that while you are doing everything in your power to serve the Lord, you can be as comfortable as you can. That's the point. You see what I'm saying? Go back to First Esdras.
Verse 19.
Mm-hmm.
And let all those things go. Do they not gape? And even with open mouth, fix their eyes fast on her. And
with all the power and authority they might have, let fine shit walk past. You see what I'm saying? They're all going to drop everything and go out of their way to please her. With gaped eyes and hanging mouths like dogs, meaning you're dumbfounded now. All logic is going out the window for this woman. That's what Zerubbabel is telling to the king. Go ahead.
And have not all men more desire unto her than unto silver or gold, or any goodly thing whatsoever.
He said more than that car, more than that Escalade that you really wanted, more than that jewelry, that 24 karat chain, more than that Cuban link chain that you really always wanted. You see what I'm saying? More than the hood, more than the street rep and all of that. You know what you niggas want more? Shorty from around the way.
Mhm.
That's what y'all desire more than all of those things. No matter how strong or how powerful you might be or how strong you might look, guess who will get you? Shorty. You see what I'm saying? How many stories is it, right, your boy? How many stories is it where they can get to him, right? I done heard so many stories growing up where they can get to this cat. So what they gonna do? They gonna send a woman to sleep with him. They gonna send a woman to make him weak, and then niggas gonna run in your crib and rob you afterwards.
Mhm.
Or shorty gonna knock you off her goddamn self. You wanna know why? Because logic and common sense goes out of the window if you like what you see in this woman. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, Tyler. You had something?
Come, man. Just a quick little story, man.
Mhm.
So when I was in the world, so
Nah, you don't got to drop no names.
okay, so man, when I was in the world, there was a shorty that went to Cheyenne High School that was physically attractive. So,
she was physically attractive.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep it PG.
Yeah.
She was mad.
I'm
sorry.
super and you know she was feeling your boy and
You?
come on. And she was feeling me, but come on.
Go ahead, Tyler.
Right? And she had a trick that would basically, because she was physically attractive, would catch
He
her.
gonna drop everything. Tricks on this story is that's what this story is about. You trick ass niggas that's gonna do whatever you can to get the bucks. That's 80% of that word. But go ahead.
And he would cast her out. She would bring everything back. She would bring everything back, and all
So
I
you-
did-
You was a wicked ass nigga.
but
Hey, but he ain't that nigga no more though. Like, get him on there.
I'm saying, like,
Go ahead.
I'm not knowing where she getting it from at the time.
Oh, I see. Okay.
What's wrong with it was like she this and she's that, and I'm like,
Right.
oh, this is how she was bringing me. She made it seem like she had 2 gigs, working at the mall, working at the little race car go-kart place, and she was.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So she was fronting like it was all honest money.
Calm. But actually, reality, she had somebody that was just kept around because she was physically attractive and he was older and saw it and come up. Yeah. So
He was older. So this was a pedophile.
Calm. Yeah.
Niggas adding sin unto sin. You see what I'm saying?
Super easy.
Yeah. Hey, that's what your point though is 100% valid to this story. You see what I'm saying? Because when you lack integrity, what are you gonna do? You're gonna give all your power to a woman. That's what the Bible tells you specifically to not give your power to a woman. You see what I'm saying? Where you at? Go ahead and get that.
Verse 20. A man leaving his own father that brought him up and his own country and cleaving unto his wife.
So now he said something that's biblical. He said something that's righteous. He's like, look, men leave their father and their mother. You see how specific he's being? He's painting a picture. He's battling. He said, men leave their parents, their families who they grew up with their entire lives. He's emphasizing how heavy his point is. You see what I'm saying? And he said they leave their country, their land. You can just move down the street. But he's trying to drive a point home on how far niggas will go for women. And they do that for what? Read it. You was at 21, wasn't you? Where were you at? You at verse 20? Go ahead, Tazo. Whoever got it, pick it up.
Verse 20. And man leaveth his own father that brought him up in his own country and cleaveth unto his wife.
And cleaveth unto his wife. I'm gonna leave everything that I have, and I'm gonna cleave unto my wife. That's a righteous thing to do. You see what I'm saying? You find that in the book of Genesis, chapter 1. Keep reading.
21. He thinketh not to spend his life with his wife.
He's thinking, go ahead.
And remembereth neither father, nor mother, nor country.
He remembered not what?
He remembereth neither father, nor mother.
He's not going to remember his father. He's not going to remember his mother. And he ain't going to remember his country either. He's going to abandon all of those things. He's added drama to his point. You see what I'm saying? As he should, because this is what niggas do. You see what I'm saying? He's not going to remember his father, who taught him everything he knows. He's not going to remember his mother, who nurtured all of his wounds when he was growing up as a rough cat. And he's not going to remember his country either, from whence he came. Go ahead, Tazawar.
Yeah, I mean, that verse right there, he basically, he's selling ice to a penguin.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? He's selling ice to a penguin. Now, Zerubbabel is not one of these men.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all understand that, right? Zerubbabel is not a man that is weak under his woman. You see what I'm saying? However, he's talking to men that's weak under women. And what did he say is going to stand? The truth. He said truth is going to stand. He said, I'm gonna tell you what's the most powerful, and none of you will be able to deny it because I'm going to say the truth. You can't deny it. I don't need to argue some point. All I need to do is speak the truth. And you are going to realize that I know what I'm talking about. Keep reading.
Verse 22. By this also you must know that women have dominion over you.
And when you look at all of these facts that I just brought out, and nobody in this room can deny, you have to admit that the most dominant thing on the planet is women, even over the king, even over everything. Keep reading.
Ye not labor and toil and give and bring all to the woman.
He said, you're going to labor, you're going to toil, you're going to fight, you're going to scratch, you're going to crawl. You're going to do all of those things because you're trying to please her. If you're not in the ISUK, I just know you live your life to please another woman. That's what you do. You want to please a woman who probably don't want nothing to do with you. You see what I'm saying? You're not focused on pleasing the Lord. You're not focused on pleasing God. You're focused on pleasing that broad around the corner over there, and that's the reason you get high. That's the reason that you dress as weird as you dress. That's the reason that you sell drugs. That's the reason that you niggas will sit up and agree with astrology. I've never met a man in my life that actually gives a damn about zodiac signs. Not one. I've never met him. A man who actually cares about zodiac signs does not exist unless he's homosexual. You see what I'm saying? But Shorty says she a Gemini. So I'm going to learn everything about a Gemini or a Scorpio or what's the word? Aquarius or something. You see what I'm saying? So what you say, Sagittarius, whatever, all of the zodiac signs. You want to know why? Because if I tell her about her zodiac sign and that's what she's into, she'll be impressed. And then she'll want to have sex with me. That's how men think. Men base their knowledge around what will be attractive to a woman. That's the reason you weirdo niggas say the black woman is God. The black woman is God. And without her, none of us would be here. And that's what Zerubbabel was saying earlier. He's saying, ain't this what y'all believe? The black woman is God and she is everything and all of this. Nobody doesn't believe that shit. Excuse my language. He's lying. But he knows if he says the black woman is God, women are ignorant women, I should say, are simple enough to fall for it. And then they'll have sex with you. And that's all that matters. The white man has made us so weak. You see what I'm saying? And he's portrayed women to be so invaluable to the point to where we're not focused on building our nation anymore. I need to figure out how to build up this woman. That was about the 60s, right? When they took the factories out of all of the communities. You see what I'm saying? They shut all the factories down, right? At that time, black men had jobs. Black men had high-paying jobs because they worked in the factories. But around the time that the government trying to make sure that he shut the black man down, trying to make sure that he made our men weaker. How can I break them down more because they're still striving as a people? What did he use? He used our women against us. What did he develop at that time? Welfare. Tell you what, shut all the factories down that these niggas work in. Shut them all down. We'll figure it out. And guess what? Now, offer the women government assistance for their children. Why? Because we're going to tell them they can only get our help if they kick him out of the house. That's what happened.
Mhm.
That was the start of single mothers. That was the start of single parents. Men had to, if men wanted to be with their families, they had to hide. You see what I'm saying? Welfare workers were coming in our houses, checking closets for a male pair of pants or shoes or shirts or anything like that to see if there was a man working here. Because if it's a man in this house, you can have the assistance of the government. Why? Because they're trying to separate us. They're trying to condition us. And that was the start in America of niggas worshiping women. That was the start. Because now you don't got nowhere to go. And now you're going to do whatever she wants you to do so you can go back home. And now she got the government on her side. She don't need you. So what are you going to do to make yourself more desirable for her to get back in the house? Whatever the hell she wants. And that's what niggas started doing, man. You see what I'm saying? But keep reading, Bible Sharp.
Verse 23. Yea, a man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob and to steal, to sell upon the sea. And
A man can pick up his gun and go out of his way to take what another man has. You see what I'm saying? He will go take lives, knowing that police might be on my ass. But it's okay. Because if I come back empty-handed, she's gonna go to a man that's not empty-handed. So by any means necessary, even if it costs me my life, I'm gonna go make sure I get that. You don't realize that women are becoming your God, your authority, your power, the people that you worship. You can never get the white man's foot from off of your neck when you're the type of man that lives like this. Go ahead, keep reading.
verse 24. And looketh upon a lion.
And does what?
And looketh upon a lion.
A man will look upon a lion with no fear. Why? Because a woman is on the other side. If I go through this, women know this about niggas. You see what I'm saying? They'll put you through hell to try to see how far you'll go for this. She's wicked. She's a wicked woman if she's doing that to you. You see what I'm saying? But a man, he'll cross oceans. It's memes about how niggas used to ride horses for miles. You see what I'm saying? Because Shorty over there waiting on me. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, talk more.
That's the movie Django.
Come on.
Where
Oh, yeah. Well,
Candyland, he had to go to Candyland. And,
yeah.
And to see Leonardo DiCaprio and from he went above and beyond to try.
Above and beyond. Why? Because they had his wife. You see what I'm saying? They had his wife. He got to go freer. That was an honorable thing. That was an honorable part of the movie. But the point is, niggas will go to the ends of the goddamn earth. If they think, I can't say the P word. If they think box is on the other side, they will cross volcano, they will cross lava. And it's funny because America, it's funny because, and y'all gotta feel me on this, America conditions our women to expect that out of their men. Look at Shrek. Look at the movie Shrek when you grew up more in my generation. You know what I'm saying? He going to fight dragons and cross all of the most dangerous terrains because a princess is over there. Princess Fiona's over there. You see what I'm saying? Oh, this girl that I danced with lost her shoe. So I'm gonna shut the whole damn country down. And all of the tax dollars that the people spend, we're gonna use those tax dollars. What's the word? Sending out men to search for a woman who can fit this shoe. Because I just have to have this woman. She can't get away. Cinderella. You see what I'm saying? What's some other Disney stories where men are going through ridiculous things for a woman? Go ahead, please. Aladdin. Oh my God. Aladdin found a magical genie. Aladdin manifested. Aladdin manifested. That's the word that women love. You know what I'm saying? Aladdin manifested a magical guru, a genie, to grant him the authority and to grant him the royalty to make him a king, so he could sneak his way into a palace for a woman that he had a conversation with once. And Disney Channel teaches our women that this is what men should do for you. If he really loves you, he will fight a dragon for you to prove to you that he loves you. Not once you're his wife already. No. No. Before you give him anything or do anything to prove your loyalty to him, this is what a good man looks like. A man that will stop the whole goddamn planet to make sure you get a shoe back. Women are conditioned to think like that and expect that out of men from a very young age. And now we live in a society where that's what women want. He needs to be 6'7", and he needs to make $250,000 a year. And what else does he need? Come on, y'all, we've all heard it before. Go ahead, Tasha Ward.
He need to be 6'7", 250 bands a year. He got to be able to read my mind.
He got to be able to read my mind. You see what I'm saying? We need to be on the vibe on a different level. And he needs to pay all my bills. Well, I don't pay any bills or pay anything. I just throw money on. He needs to keep my hair and nails done because he just loves me. That y'all don't want a husband. Y'all want a nigga to worship you. And that's why, because you're your father, the devil, and that's who they told you should be. You out of your goddamn mind. You see what I'm saying? You make me sick to my stomach. And Zerubbabel is saying, that's all you niggas. How dare you say that the king is the most powerful? Nigga, you'll turn against your king for some pussy. Use my language. So, like, not supposed to say it. I don't want to get checked. But you'll turn your back on your king for box, for women. You saying you sitting here saying Darius is the most powerful thing on the planet when you will betray him if a woman who you deem bad enough tell you to. You mean to tell me you think alcohol is the most powerful thing on the planet? Niggas will get sober if they find a woman that tells them you drinking is bad for you. Niggas will get sober. Men of God can't tell you to stop getting high. But if a woman tells you that's bad for you, you shouldn't do that anymore. Guess what you're gonna do? You're not gonna smoke anymore. Because fine shit say that's bad. You see what I'm saying? Niggas worship women, man. It's not a good look. Keep reading First Esdras, the publisher.
And going in the darkness.
Keep reading.
And when he had stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bringeth it to his love.
Now he gonna go out and do all the. Go ahead. What are you gonna say, Tasha Ward? I saw you. Go ahead, Tasha Ward. Everyone understands that, but go ahead. What's he gonna say?
That right there is. I know a story where.
Tasha Ward has stories, by the way, just so y'all know. Tasha Ward has a story for every situation that's ever happened anywhere in the world. Tasha Ward has an amazing story. Go ahead, take the story.
So man, I got a partner that rest in peace. We go by your spot, Shining Civic Center, and we go to Hamburg, we get some food, and me and his girl get into it. We get into like a little scuffle where she disrespect me and shit go kind of south. But her dude is out doing something scandalous.
Right.
When he done doing what he doing, he brings everything to her. And in the process of him,
so he out there doing dirt, and once he gets done doing the dirt, he's bringing everything to say, look at what I accomplished today.
And then at that same time, she's explaining to him how me and her got into it, and me and him fall out behind her saying what happened between me and her. But me and her, it was a situation where it was just behind food, where it was like we both ordered the same thing, and I get the food first, and she's like, "Oh, that's mine." And I'm like, "Well, shit. Well, I mean, I ordered before you."
Something basic, something so regular.
Comic Con.
You know what I'm saying? But it don't matter because a nigga gonna hate you forever. Ice Cube, you wanna know why West Side Connection isn't together? Because Ice Cube's wife said so. That's the reason. They're not together because, man, y'all can look this up on your own time. People been trying to get West Side Connection back together. Dub C and Mac 10. Ice Cube doesn't talk to Mac 10 to this day because his wife doesn't want him to talk to him. You see what I'm saying? Mac 10 tell the story where something happened. I'm not gonna get into details on it because all that matters is the point. But Mac 10 and Ice Cube's wife. No. I remember. Mac 10 pressed Ice Cube's wife's brother. And Ice Cube's wife didn't like that very much. You see what I'm saying? Mac 10, from what I understand, was completely in the right from the way he checked this cat. But because of that, now Ice Cube can't be around Mac 10 anymore. They ask Ice Cube, "What, man, when you talk to Mac 10? Oh man, he knows what's going on." This is 30 years ago that this situation happened. Or some shit like that. But because Mac 10 had an issue with his wife's brother, Ice Cube isn't gonna tarnish his box for the night. He isn't mad enough to say, "Hey man, like this is man's issues. This is issues between men. You mind your business. Your brother, a grown man, he stepped to another grown man, and what happened, and that's it." No, he had to side with his woman. Why? Because if he doesn't, that's like turning your back on against God, I guess. Not living your life to make a woman happy. That's like it's a sin, and you niggas had it. I guess there's nothing else you can do that's worse. You're a fool if you. What's the American slogan when it comes to women? Say it.
Happy wife, happy life.
Happy wife, happy life. I don't know what the hell that means. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
My red's probably mad at me right now. I don't. Who knows? I don't live my life for the sake of their happiness. We can be happy. I'm not saying that. But I'm not going to stop my duty, or I'm not going to go against what I know is right to make you happy. That's what America teaches our men to do. And when you already feel like you have nothing as a man in this society, you already feel like you don't have assistance from the government. You see what I'm saying? You don't have a steady job. Your own people hate you. The entire world is already against you. Guess what? It's easy to lean on your woman and hope that if nothing else, I need some goddamn body. I need somebody to care. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Women don't understand how valuable they are to men, but they understand how valuable they are to men at the same time. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Doc.
You had asked for earlier for movies that pertain to the man going out of his way for the woman, and
Yeah, the
Disney
Disney movies. Yeah,
brought up Aladdin. Another one is called The Bad Guys. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but The Bad Guys
is that a Disney movie?
it's kind of a Disney movie. It's a
Close enough, huh? Go ahead.
wolf, a shark, a snake,
God
a
damn.
piranha, and a tarantula, and they all in animated design.
Right.
And the wolf is like the main character, and they're bank robbers. And the female wolf is the police officer, but she's really the secret bank robber that can't nobody catch. But she's portraying as a police officer. And this dude he doesn't never become a good guy because he decided to change his ways and to go rob banks with her after he finds out that she is what she is. So even though he was a bank robber, he decided to go join her as the bank robber. And even in the movie, it's like he has an opportunity to change his ways and
I see what you're saying. A nigga gonna stay a criminal.
Come.
If this bitch wants me to be, whatever she wants is what I'm gonna be. You see what I'm saying? Now, real men will do anything in their power to please God. What does God want me to be? I know that I like to, and that's the reason that Christ came to the earth. To show niggas to not be weak to this bitch, not be weak to this alcohol, not be weak to authority, not be weak to any of these other things. You see what I'm saying? but make your life about serving the Lord, though. That's what you ought to do. You should, if the Lord don't like it, that's what you should follow. You know how many niggas will go out of their way? That's why the Bible says a wicked man will not be reproved, but will find an excuse according to his will. That's in the book of Ecclesiastes. You see what I'm saying? But that's the reason that Christ has to come. Because you're going to figure out a way to please this woman, even if it means turning your back on God. That's what Zerubbabel was saying. Keep reading.
Verse 25. Wherefore, a man loveth his wife better than father or mother.
And that's righteous, to love your woman more than you love your goddamn parents. I pray everybody understands. Go ahead.
Verse 26. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women.
That does what?
Run out of their wits for women.
That does what?
Run out of their wits.
How many goddamn men are there on the planet Earth that are either dead or in jail because of another woman? Because you walked in the house and she's sleeping with somebody else. And instead of you saying, F everybody here and leaving and going to live your life, you decided to kill everybody in the house. You see what I'm saying? How often does that happen? How often does, go ahead, Tyler, what was you going to say?
Man, that brings me to another movie, Avatar, where you got a cripple who put on glasses and go to a fictitious world and meet a girl and don't want to come back to the real life because of the woman that he met in a world that people are trying to destroy. Like,
he said, I'd rather live in a dream world where this woman exists rather than live in my real realm. Because, and it's the funny part about it, that movie Avatar was talking about, people think that's a beautiful story. That is a beautiful story. He's not going to live in reality so that he can be with his virtual wife. That makes sense to society somehow. That's a beautiful, that's admirable. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It's like, we're talking about the virtue. Another one, in the Matrix, the first, and they're walking down the street, training, Neo's training to focus, and girl in the red dress walks by.
Oh my goodness, come on.
Break his neck. By the time he turned back around, basically he would be dead.
He would have been dead. You're not focused. See what I'm saying? Women, everybody say hello to Derek Ali. You know, we're not going to acknowledge him too much, but this is his third time. Derek Ali has been in 3 classes every single day. He's been in Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday class. Get Derek Ali a hand. Derek Ali is more loyal to the Isupk than your Christian pastors. You see what I'm saying? Because he is watching every single class that I teach. I'm proud of you, Derek Ali. That means a lot. You see what I'm saying? I argue with niggas every day trying to get them to come to class, trying to get them to just give us their time. You know what I'm saying? Because if they don't give us their time, they're gonna go get high and they're gonna go do drugs or they're gonna go hurt somebody or beat somebody up or anything like that. And they don't ever listen. But Derek Ali been here 3 days in a row. Everybody in the comments that's watching say good job, Derek Ali. Tell Derek Ali good job. You know, it doesn't matter what the hell he's talking about, but he's very loyal. I hope to see you next week when I'm teaching class. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna break it down. But keep reading. Everyone gets the point. Niggas fall to women.
And become servants for their sakes.
And become servants for women's sake. You're gonna become a servant, man. You're gonna get up and you're gonna go slave away because shorty said I gotta make a certain amount of year in order to be with her. You're gonna get up and you're gonna slave away because shorty said that if I don't serve my kids, this, and that. And we can sit up and we can give a million different scenarios, but everybody gets the point. I'm probably reminding you of yourself right now when I'm talking. I'm probably reminding you, if you're a woman, of some poor brother that you're torturing, but you need to stop because God will kill you for that. You see what I'm saying? Keep reading. Ezekiel. Let's talk about Ezekiel. Oh my goodness.
God.
Somebody get that story for me. We're talking about women and niggas is weak to women, right? Ezekiel was a powerful priest of God. But before he became powerful, the Bible says, look, the Bible says that everything that's written in this scripture was written for our learning. Everything that was written aforetime, paraphrasing, was written for our learning, so that the men of the next generation does not make the same mistake. You see what I'm saying? That's the point. We try to make sure that we don't repeat the same mistakes. So let's look at one of the mistakes that was made over women. Who has that? Or do you need me to pull it for you? Yeah, that should be Ezekiel 24:15, huh?
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 24 and verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, 16, Son of man, behold, I take away from thee the desire of thine eyes with a stroke.
The desire of thine what?
Thine eyes.
Thine what?
Of thine eyes.
Ezekiel had a very beautiful wife. And he was living his life to please her rather than to please God, rather than to do the things that God was commanding him to do. I want you to go raise up this city. Hey, I need you to get up and go raise up this city. Hey, I see you over there with your wife, but I need you to get up and go tell my people their transgressions. Hey, I need you to get up and go prophesy into these dry bones. Hey, Ezekiel, I need you. He gave him ample chances until eventually he said, man, you know what? What did he do?
I take away from thee the desire of thine eyes.
I'm gonna take away the thing that you desire most, the thing that you love to look upon. Because the Lord don't give a damn about the things that you. Could you imagine expecting God to listen to your excuses as to why you're not serving him? You're not gonna serve the Creator because of the things that the Creator created. He who kills and maketh alive. Are you out of your mind? Can breathe. What's up, man? You got a phone call? You got the scripture, young man? Where was you at? Ezekiel 24 and 16? Pick up from verse 16, young man.
Verse 16. Son of man, behold, I take away from thee the desiring of thy eyes and the stroke. Yet neither shalt thou mourn nor weep, neither shall thy tears run down. Verse 17. Forbear to cry, making no mourning for the dead.
Do what?
Forbear to cry, making no mourning for the dead.
He took the life of Ezekiel's woman. He took her life because Ezekiel was weak to her. And he said, hey, if the only way to get you to serve me is to kill her, that's what I'm gonna do. And that's what happened. And what did he tell him? Do what?
Make no mourning for the dead.
And don't mourn for her either. You don't deserve to mourn because it's your fault. People don't. This is what cats have to realize. Being weak under your woman can cost her life. If you really love your woman, you will serve God, because when you're weak under your woman, it can cost her life, man. That's a deadly thing when you're weak under her, man. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead and keep reading First Esdras. From the top. From the top means to let them know exactly what scripture you was at. I think you left off.
First Esdras chapter 4, verse 27.
Go ahead.
Many also have erred in sin for women.
Many also have died, made mistakes, and sinned against God for women. We just talked about King David sinning against God. We talked about Samson, right? Let's talk about Martin Luther King and him selling out his people because he wanted to sleep with white women. You see what I'm saying? I'm sure you all know plenty of stories of men stumbling over a woman. Keep reading.
Verse 28. And now, do ye not believe me? Is not the king great in his power?
He said, now, do y'all see what he said? Do y'all understand the point that I'm trying to make? Now, the king is great. I understand. The king can do great good or great evil. Go ahead.
Do not all regions fear contention?
And every single region is afraid of the Persians and the Medes at this time. They feared King Darius. They feared King Cyrus. They feared Nebuchadnezzar. They feared Alexander the Great. They feared all of these other kings and leaders. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 29. Yet did I see him in Apame, the king's concubine.
He said, but hold on. If I may, sir, as great and as powerful as you are, I saw you with Apame the other day. I saw King Darius, and he's telling everybody, I saw King Darius, as powerful as he is, with Apame. Go ahead.
The daughter of the admiral.
This is one of Darius's wives, right? Go ahead.
Sitting at the right hand of the king.
She came and she sat at your right side. Keep reading.
Verse 30. And taking the crown from the king's head.
And what did she do?
She took the crown from the king's head.
He said, I saw your bitch walk up and take your crown off your head. Do you know how crazy that is? I don't even understand how crazy it is. First of all, in every culture, in every kingdom, in history, removing the king's crown, right, is an offense punishable by death. Period. You can't even touch this piece of gold that's sitting on this king's head. Go ahead.
She also struck the king with her.
No. Go back up. Read 30 again.
Verse 30. And taking the crown from the king's head.
And what did she do?
And setting it upon her own head.
She did what?
Setting it upon her own
She
head.
took King Darius's crown off his head and she put it on her own head. Playing, thinking it's cute. That is punishable by death. I don't give a damn what culture you claim to follow. I don't care what kingdom you look at. Putting the king's crown on your head when you're not the king means your head should be cut off. She took the king's crown off his head, right? Flirting with him and took his crown off playfully, like it's cute, and put it on her own head. Go ahead.
She also struck the king with her.
She did what?
Struck the king.
And she slapped him in the face. Just playful and joyful. She sit on his lap, take off the crown, put it on her head. Oh, I'm so cute. She hit him in the face. And what was King Darius's reaction?
Verse 31. And yet for all this, the king.
And yet with all of that being done, all of these offenses that's punishable by death, all the disrespect that she was showing unto you, what did the king do?
And yet for all this, the king gazed upon her with open mouth.
And with all of that said, the king just was dumbfounded by her beauty. He didn't care about nothing else. She don't mean that. And she ain't mean that though. How many niggas do you see that do that? Fall short. Hey, she's a whore. I can fix her. I can change her. She don't know what she's doing. She don't know what she's saying. Hey, she a weirdo. Stay away from her. She gonna try to tear you down. But sir, you don't understand. That's how King Darius is looking at Apame. She took the crown off of his head while he was sitting on his throne and put it on her head and struck him in the face. Thinking it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? All that's okay because you look good. You see what I'm saying?
Oh God.
Go ahead, Tasha Ward.
Today taking the king's crown off his head would be who wears the pants in the relationship. So
who wears the pants in the relationship?
So pretty much she took off his 501 Levi's, threw him on with the pipe the belt buckle, and hit him with the dark skin part of her hand.
Oh my goodness.
And
she joking like, I'm the king, I'm the one in charge now. I'm the one with the authority now. And all he knows is he gonna hit tonight. So he laughing and you stupid man, and knock it off. And she's degrading you right now. You niggas be scared to tell a woman you lost your goddamn mind. Who the hell are you talking to like that? Watch your mouth. Be quiet. Stop talking. Do what? Say it louder. Right?
Stay in your place.
Stay in your place. Niggas are scared to say that to a woman. Apame is not in her place at this time. You know who was in her place? Sarah. under Abraham. You see what I'm saying? Sarah was in her place. You know who else was in her place? Esther or Hadassah, which was her Hebrew name, right?
Come on, God.
Because when she walked into the king's court without permission, what did she do? She feared. And she asked permission for what she asked for. She would never have took the crown of the king's head at that time. You see what I'm saying? Esther was raised by Mordecai, a righteous man. So what did she do? She knew how to respect her husband. She knew how to respect the authority. Not a comment. And it didn't matter. Just like it didn't matter that Esther entered into the king's court at that time without Xerxes' permission. It didn't matter. Who cares? Look at her over there. No one's supposed to enter into the king's court. You see what I'm saying? That's an offense punishable by death if you don't get approved. She entered in for the sake of her people. And Xerxes accepted her. She don't know what she's doing. She don't know what she's doing. Don't be a she don't know what she's doing as a nigga, man. Don't do that. Don't be amongst them. Keep reading. First Esdras.
If she laughed upon him, he laughed also.
If she laughed upon you and clowned and joked, you thought what she was saying was the funniest thing. How many times have y'all seen that in your lifetime? This is thousands and thousands of years ago. Because Baby Bad, she's gonna make the worst joke I ever heard in my life, and you're gonna laugh. Do you understand that what kings did back then? Kings used to hire comedians, jokers, to perform and make them laugh. And if you are not making me laugh, they were gonna kill you. They were gonna take your life from you. Yet this random concubine who just looked good, anything she say, King Darius is laughing, and oh my God, it's the funniest thing I ever heard. And I can't believe what I'm hearing. You see what I'm saying? You should be ashamed. You should be embarrassed. Go ahead.
This reminds me heavily of the Will Smith and Jada Pinkett.
Oh my goodness, that's the perfect example. Look at that. Look at that. That's a perfect example. Chris Rock is laughing. Chris Rock is making jokes. Jada Pinkett, Will Smith, that was a good one. Hey, and he turned and looks at Jada, and she's not laughing. He's like, oh damn. I should do something about this. She didn't think it was funny. So he's gonna put his morals to the side. He's gonna put what he knows to be right to the side. And he walked up and he assaulted his brother, man. He walked up and he assaulted his brother because his woman gave him a side eye. She didn't even say nothing. She didn't even say, Will Smith, you need to go, you gonna let him talk to me like that? And you know, she didn't even have to do it. Thank goodness she didn't say all that, because he probably would have shot Prince Rock's name if she would have vocalized her issues. She just gave him a side eye because he was laughing at the joke. And he stood up and tucked his suit up and went and slapped Chris Rock across the face. That was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. Most disgusting thing. I've seen a lot of disgusting things, but that one for me in front of the world was crazy to do. I remember Drew Muhammad said something years ago that stuck with me, right? About a particular situation. You know what he said? He said you should never let a woman divide your brotherhood. Whether it be brother, cousin, uncle, father, whatever your relationship is with this man, you shouldn't let a woman divide your brotherhood. Whether it be sister, wife, daughter, auntie, mother. A woman should never come between you and your brother. That should never be allowed to happen. You want to know why? Because she's simple. She's simple. And you're weak to her. And that's a demon that's making you strive against your brother over this woman. It's a demon 100% of the time. 100% of the time, it's a demon. That story you was telling, where you said the cat handed you food before he handed his wife some food. And now he wants to fight you over that. Because she said so. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. That you got your food first. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't make, when you just take a step back and think about what the hell is being said, it doesn't make sense. That's the reason you should never allow a woman to divide your brotherhood with your brother. You should never allow the female species should never make you hate your brother. It should never come between you, ever. Whether it be sister, daughter, wife, mother, whatever the hell it is. You want to know why? Because we have something in common. We trying to serve God. You see what I'm saying? We trying to get our people to stop doing drugs.
That's right.
We trying to get our women to stop being whores.
That's right.
We trying to get our brothers to stop killing each other.
That's right.
These are the things that we strive for. We trying to make our election sure. How the hell are we gonna do that if all it takes is for a woman to say, he disrespected me? God damn. I mean, we're never gonna get where we need to be. Keep reading, Bible show.
But if she took any displeasure at him, the king was fain to flatter.
She took any, read that again.
But if she took any displeasure at him, the king.
Now, upon that, while she's sitting on his lap, if she took any displeasure, anything that King Darius the first said, right? If she took any displeasure, this is somebody that overthrew Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon. This is somebody that ruled over 127 provinces. That is an insane amount of land. Bigger than America. Bigger. You said it's how big? Say it.
3 times bigger than America.
3 times. This is somebody who ruled over something that was 3 times bigger than America. And yet, when this beautiful woman didn't like something that he said, what did he do?
He was fain to flatter.
He was fain to flatter. What does that mean? What does fain to flatter mean? Go ahead, young man.
He was quick to try to win her over, smooth talker, take nothing to,
But her biscuit.
I didn't mean it like that, baby girl. That's not what I meant. You right. You know, but you right. What do you think about this? So what zodiac sign are you compatible with? What the hell are you talking about? A lot of you niggas be fain to flatter a woman. You quick. You're gonna hurry up and correct. You're gonna check yourself when you talking to a woman who you want. When she should be submitting herself to you. She should be checking herself to find favor in you. You see what I'm saying? But you correcting yourself to find favor in her. You are not somebody that's that deserves to be in the Lord's army. You're not. Not until we fix you. You see what I'm saying? Everybody understand, right? You had something? You had your hand up? Keep reading.
that she might be reconciled to him again.
That she might be what?
Reconciled to him again.
So once he said something that she didn't like, he's trying to say something to bring her back around. Keep reading. Y'all get the point.
32.
Mm-hmm.
O ye men,
Oh, ye men.
how can it be but women should be strong, seeing they do thus?
How can it be that they are so powerful when we see the type of people they are, ridiculous things, the dumb actions they take? Why are they the most powerful? Keep reading.
Verse 33. Then the king and the princes looked one upon another.
And after he exposed what the king had did, after he made his point, and he exposed what he saw with King Darius. You remember what he said before he started speaking, right? Go ahead, talk the word.
Zorobabel spoke of the truth.
He said the truth is going to prevail at the end of this conversation. He said that I'm saying women's the most powerful thing, but that's fine. Why? Because at the end of this conversation, the truth shall prevail. Over all of our opinions, the truth is going to prevail. That's the problem with a lot of people. They think that their opinion matters. I don't know what the hell that means. What the hell is an opinion? What the hell is what you think? What the hell? Who the hell cares what you think? The only thing that should matter is the truth. The only insight that should matter is the insight that God gave. He said, don't do this. I don't give a damn about my experience. The Lord said, don't do it. But when you're a wicked man, you will make excuses. You see what I'm saying? Zerubbabel said at that time, he said, man, look, we're going to sit here, we're going to talk about this. I'm going to tell you what the most powerful thing in this society. And at the end of the day, the truth is going to be stronger than everything. I'm calling it now. He said, I'm calling it now. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They all gave opening statements before they had this conversation. One cat said, alcohol is the strongest thing you'll see. The other cat said, the king is the strongest thing you'll see. Zerubbabel said, look, here, women run all of this. They're the most powerful. And at the end of this, the truth is going to be irrefutable. No one here will be able to refute the truth. Keep reading.
So he began to speak of the truth.
So he did what?
He began to speak of the truth.
So he began to speak of the truth. Who is the truth? Anybody online, who's the truth? When they say he began to speak of the truth, what did he begin to speak on? What verse you at?
33.
Verse 33. Keep reading. Anybody online that can tell me what's the truth? Keep reading.
Verse 34. Oh, you men, are not women strong?
Mm-hmm.
Great is the earth, high is the heaven, swift is the sun in his course.
He said, oh, ye men. I'm looking, I see y'all. But are women not powerful? Great is the earth that you rule over. The heavens are high, as swift as the sun is in his course. Keep reading.
Passeth the heavens round about, and fetcheth his course again to his own place in one day.
Go ahead.
Verse 35. Is he not great at making these things?
He said, now, what?
Is he not great at making these things?
Is he not great at what?
Maketh these things.
Who maketh those things? Who maketh those things?
Most likely.
Read that again. Read 34 again.
Oh, you men, are not women strong?
Matter of fact, Baba Gashar, read 33 again.
Verse 33. Then the king and the princes looked one upon another.
Now, after Zerubbabel checked everybody in the room, after he cut everybody in the room, you see what I'm saying? What did they do? They start looking at each other. They start looking around. And who is this cat again? What's his name? He got, boy, damn. What are they debating? Who remembers? What are they debating? Go ahead, Tazawar.
What's the most powerful thing?
What's the most powerful thing on the face of the earth? Now, Zerubbabel just said, for y'all, it's women. For y'all, oh, you niggas are weak under a bitch. So, like, excuse my language. Y'all weak to a woman. Y'all weak to a woman that can give you pleasure, that make you feel good temporarily. Keep reading.
Verse 34. Oh, you men, are not women strong?
Now, for all the reasons that I just explained, are women not powerful? Are women not strong? Is that not y'all God? Is that not who y'all serve? Is that not who y'all label? Is that not who y'all? What's the word? That's who y'all model yourselves after. You model yourself in a way that a woman would approve of, right? But what did the end of 33 say? He said he began to speak of the truth. What does that mean? What did he begin to speak of? Go ahead, Tazawar.
That indeed that this is what's actually transpiring. Everything that he's bringing forth is what they actually do. Like, this is not some hypothetical or perhaps or maybe or let's imagine. This is what y'all actually do, and I'm bringing out what y'all do. This is what it is.
That's what he was doing the entire time he was talking. But when it said he began to speak of the truth, was he not already speaking of the truth? He was already saying that you niggas is weirdos and you niggas worship women and you niggas are weak under a woman and all of that. Was that the truth? So why did it say that he began to speak of truth? Why did that happen? Who knows? Anybody gonna lie? He was already saying the truth. They already started looking around at each other like, damn, this nigga got a point. It's Rubio. Who's this cat? Kind of know what he's saying. Why all of a sudden did it say that once they started looking at each other, once he had their attention, then he started to speak of truth. What is truth? Who knows online? What is truth? What's that talking about? You say you began to speak of truth. You want to give it a shot?
Can we get a hint on the one? Get a little hint, maybe, perhaps? So.
The hint is in the statement. He began to speak of truth. That's the hint. You want the hint? The hint is in the statement. He was already saying women rule this nation. Nothing is more powerful than women here in the Persian enemies. Here in America, women have all the power and all the control. If we really gonna talk about it. And then it said, and once they realized that he was right, once he had the intention, he began to speak of truth. What is that talking about? Go ahead, talk more.
In the beginning, where he was saying that women were more powerful, it was more like him giving his hypothesis, or so like not a hypothesis, but the reason why he said women were more powerful than wine and the king. And then when he began to speak of the truth in verse 33, now he's giving personal examples. Now he's
not giving no personal examples. He already gave the personal examples. He said, I personally sat there and watched you, King Darius the First. Let this bitch sit on your lap and take your crown off your head. That was a personal example right there. And she sat on her head and she slapped you in the face. And anytime you would say something that would turn her off, you went out of your way to turn her back on. And you supposed to be the nigga that had the authority to send millions of people to their death. And when he was saying all that, they started stroking their beards and thinking like, oh, he got a point. And then it said, what? What did he begin to do?
Speak of the truth.
He began to what?
Speak of the truth.
He began to speak of the truth. Was that not already the truth?
Come on.
That was the truth. Somebody give me the book of give me John. No. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 32. Deuteronomy. Go ahead.
32 and
start at verse 1. Start verse 2.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 32 and verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
My doctrine shall drop at
drop to verse 3.
Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 3. Because I will publish
drop to verse 4.
Deuteronomy 32 and drop in verse 4. He is the rock.
There it is. This is it. This is what he meant. This is what the book of First Esdras chapter, what was that?
Chapter 4.
Chapter 4 and verse what?
30.
Say it. First Esdras in the Apocrypha, chapter 4 and verse 33. This is what it meant when it says Rubel began to speak of truth. Now read what you got, Tazawar.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32 and verse 4.
This is what he began to speak about. Go ahead.
He is the rock.
He is the what?
He is the rock.
Go ahead.
His work is perfect.
The things that he does is perfect and solid. Keep reading.
For all his ways are judgment.
For all his ways are justified. For all his ways are correct and fair. That's what judgment is supposed to be. Justified, correct, and fair. Keep reading.
A God of truth.
A God of what?
A God of truth.
A God of what?
A God of truth.
This is who Zerubbabel began to speak of. He began to speak of a what?
A God of truth.
A God of truth. This is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
Come.
This is the God that freed the Israelites from the captivity of the Egyptians, from Pharaoh. This is the God that raised up Moses. You see what I'm saying? This is the same God that's going to free you from the captivity of America. This is the God of what?
A God of
This
truth.
is the God of truth. And we have been relying on him since the times of Zerubbabel. We've been relying on him since the times of Alexander the Great, since the times of King Darius, since the times of Nebuchadnezzar, since the times of King Xerxes. We have always relied on the God of truth. You see what I'm saying? To save us from our iniquity, to free us from our captivity, to help us in times of torment, to lift us up in times of sorrow. Who are we relying on?
A God of truth.
The God of truth. Not the God of lies, the God of opinions, or the God of women. No. We rely on the God of truth. That's who Zerubbabel was reading about. Keep reading.
And without iniquity.
And without what?
And without iniquity.
And without iniquity. Without any wickedness, without any unfairness, without any false judgments, without any of those things. This is who has always been on our side. Why the hell when you go out your way to be on his side? Why don't you gird up like ones like a man, like the Bible tells you to do, and stand against your woman? That sounds crazy to you. You see what I'm saying? So you can align yourself with somebody who always aligns himself with you. Keep reading.
Just and right is he.
Say that again.
Just and right is he.
Just and right is the God of truth.
That's right.
And Zerubbabel started to speak about somebody once he proved who the Persians and the Medes worshipped. Once he proved what the most powerful thing in their society was, what did he begin to do? He began to speak on something even more. The God of truth. Read verse 33 again. First Esdras.
This is the book of First Esdras, chapter 4, verse 33.
Please.
Then the king and the princes looked one upon another.
And after everything that he was saying, right? They began to look at each other like this. He got a point. Women do run this shit. Women do have all of the authority. You see what I'm saying? Women kind of I do respect them more than I respect the lives of the men that I sent to their deaths. That's what King Darius is thinking to himself. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, Tyson Ward.
In verse 33, when they start to look upon each other, they're all looking upon each other, thinking about that exact scenario about how a woman runs themselves. They're all looking at them like,
yeah, exactly. They're all looking at each other like, damn, you know what?
This happened to me.
I didn't see you that one time, Michael.
No.
You talk to your woman with that baby voice. I lied to you. And once he realized that his point was proven, he decided to prove it even more heavy point. Keep reading.
So he began to speak of the truth. Verse 34.
He began to speak of the truth, which is the what? The God of truth. That's what he decided to speak on after that. Go ahead.
O ye men.
Oh, ye what?
O ye men.
Oh, ye men. Y'all are men. Oh, ye men. Oh, ye human beings. Go ahead.
Are not women strong?
Are not women strong amongst you? Is this not who rules you? Keep reading.
Great is the earth.
Now, great is the earth. We know that the earth is an insane place, right? Keep reading.
High is the heaven.
And high is the heavens. High is the things that we don't understand, the things that we can't comprehend, the stars and all those things that the Bible tells us, don't even be dismayed and don't even worry about it. Be not dismayed at the signs of heavens. He said, great is the earth and high is the heavens. Not only in understanding, but physically too. It's high up there, right? Go ahead.
Swift is the sun in its course.
And swift is the sun is its course. The sun comes around like clockwork. The sun that's above the things that you, King Darius, rules over. You, Donald Trump, has dominion over. The sun comes up every day at the same time. And it's nighttime again before we know it. We don't know why. Go ahead.
For he compasseth the heavens round about.
The sun goes around the heavens roundabout. We see it. We see it happen every single day. Now what? Keep reading.
And fetcheth his course again to his own place in one day.
It's going to go from the same place every single day to what we're familiar with. Keep reading.
Verse 35.
Go ahead.
Is he not great that maketh these things?
Is he not what?
Great that maketh these
Is
things.
he not what?
Great that maketh these things.
Now, why the hell are we not serving the person that created these things? He said he began to speak of truth, right? And then he said, let's talk about the person that created these things, man. I know that you niggas love women, but what about the person that created the earth that you stand on so that you can be weak to women? What about the one that created the sun and the moon and the stars and the heavens that we don't even have full comprehension of? What about him? Is he not what?
Great.
No, read it.
Is he not great who maketh these things?
Is he not great that created all of these things? Is he not the most powerful? Is he not above everything that we've been talking about here? Remember what Zerubbabel said? He said, I'm going to speak of women, and then I'm going to do what? Go ahead.
Speak of the truth.
And then I'm going to speak of the truth. The truth can only come from the Lord. That's it. There's nothing else that it can come from.
That's right.
That's right. I'm going to speak of women, and I'm going to speak of God after that. And everyone in this room is going to have no choice but to agree with my words. Keep reading.
Therefore, great is the truth.
Therefore, great is what?
Great is the truth.
Go ahead.
And stronger than all things.
Great is the truth. The truth is who? Who is the truth?
The God of truth.
Yeah, we just read it. Who is the God of truth?
The Most High.
Exactly. The Most High. And what is the God of truth? Read that again. The truth is what?
Great is the truth.
And
stronger than all things.
And stronger than all things. Alcohol is so powerful, and so many men stumble over alcohol because they got drunk. We've seen so many great men throughout our history, whether we want to look at American history or Egyptian history, or if we look at our own history and look at the likes of Noah, right? Who got drunk and fell weak for a second due to the trauma that he experienced and witnessed, right? Even if we decide to take it a step further and look at the kings, how powerful the kings is, how much death and destruction has been caused by kings. The 85 estimated million lives that were lost because Hitler wanted to invade Poland. You see what I'm saying? All of the lives of my ancestors that were lost because Christopher Columbus said so. All of the lives that have constantly been lost throughout history. The amount of societies that have been built around women, the amount of men that have killed over women, the amount of men that have betrayed their brothers and betrayed their families over what a woman has between her legs. But what's more powerful than all of those things? Read it again.
Therefore, great is the truth.
Great is what?
The truth.
The God of truth, man. The God of truth is more powerful than all of those things. Keep reading.
And stronger than all things.
And stronger than what?
All things.
Stronger than women. Read it again.
All things.
Stronger than your lust.
All things.
Stronger than alcohol.
All things.
Stronger than authority.
All things.
Stronger than your demons.
All things.
The God of truth is stronger than all things. Go ahead, Tasha. I see you.
When it says stronger than all things, and one of the guardsmen that said that wine was one of the strongest things on the earth. So the Most High created the sun that comes to and from at all times, and it says that we have 24 hours in the day, and the 24 hours in the day is what allows the wine to grow and become as strong as it did. But what if the Most High created to where it was only 10 hours in a day? He controls that wine that would ultimately not be as strong as it would as if he didn't make it 24 hours in a day.
I understand what you're saying, but you're a bit all over the place, though. You're basically saying that the Lord is responsible for alcohol. And if the Lord decided that alcohol would take this long in order to produce its alcohol, that's what it'll be. Whether he wants it to be 24 hours or 10 hours or whatever it is. Is that what you're saying?
Like, it's because of him that the 24 hours. So basically what I'm saying is that you have to give praise to him that like, there is what's really said is the undeniable truth, because if you claim that it's alcohol, well, let's give thanks to the person who allowed the 24 hours to make the alcohol the way that it is, because if he hadn't made it shorter, the alcohol wouldn't be what it is.
No, you're absolutely right about that. You see what I'm saying? Everything that the Lord created was perfect and good. Like Genesis chapter 1, I believe that's 3 says. You see what I'm saying? Everything on the earth, the Lord looked at it and approved of it and said, that's good. Everything I'm going to be able to make under this sun is going to be something beautiful. It's going to be something valuable. You see what I'm saying? That included alcohol. Alcohol is valuable. You know what else is valuable? Power in the earth. You know what else is valuable? Women. Women are valuable. But you wouldn't have any of those things if it wasn't for the God of truth. You see what I'm saying? If the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob didn't create those things, you wouldn't have none of those things. You see what I'm saying? It wouldn't exist. Keep reading.
Verse 36. All the earth calleth upon the truth.
What does the earth do?
Calleth upon the truth.
All the earth calleth upon the truth. You only want to look for God when you at your lowest point. Once you get done following what you thought would get you that woman, once you get done being a damn alcoholic and you're in jail and you did something ridiculous and belligerent, what are you going to do afterwards? Now you're calling upon the God of truth. Now you're hoping that God can get you out of the situation. Once this woman burns you, or this woman betrays you, or kicks you out, you don't have nowhere else to go, what are you going to do? Now you're praying to God because you don't have anything left. And all creatures, all men, all women, whether they be strong or weak, guess what they all know? You better pray to God when it's all said and done. Atheists say, atheists pray to God in times of sorrow. That's a statistical fact. Atheists are going through something that they don't know how to even get out of this, or when they're faced with near-death experiences, you know what they do? They beg God for help and assistance. Read that verse one more time.
Verse 36. All the earth calleth upon
all the earth. Whether you be an alcoholic or whether you be a leader, whether you be a poor man, whether you be a rich man, whether you be somebody with authority or without authority, whether it be somebody that's weaker than a woman, whether you be a woman, they all call upon the God of truth for help when they need it. Keep reading.
And heaven blessed it.
And heaven blessed it. The heavens expect that. And they accept that. They know that the earth would fail and die without the God of truth.
Absolutely.
Nothing will succeed. The sun won't rise for your crops to grow that you're getting ready to sell. If the God of truth don't allow it to happen. You want to know how we're going to get out of this captivity? The truth. The God of truth. That's why we say in Isupk, we say you're not in the truth. Or you might hear us say, I'm in the truth. And anybody outside here is not in the truth. You want to know why? Because at the end of the day, we're supposed to be one body. We're not supposed to eat pork. We're not supposed to eat crab and lobster and follow the ways of the heathen. We're not supposed to celebrate Christmas and Thanksgiving, which is the death and destruction of 77 million of my ancestors. The God of truth said that that's wrong. You see what I'm saying? And when we see people doing that, we say, they're not really in the truth. The scriptures say you shall know who's in the truth by their what? By their fruits, by their works. You're gonna know who serves Christ. You're gonna know who serves the God of truth. You can look and see the type of men they produce. The men that's produced in here are men that's not weak under a woman. That's who's in here.
That's right.
Men that are not weak to alcohol.
That's right.
Men who are not abusers of their authority.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Want to know why? Because we serve the God of truth.
Come
Who is it that you're serving? That's what you should ask yourself. When you're doing things that the God of truth told you not to do, who is it that you really serve? Who is that you really listening to? What authority do you really follow? Keep reading.
All works shake and tremble at it.
All what?
All works shake and tremble at it.
Shout out to Prison Officer Parak. I didn't even know that California is on a goddamn tsunami watch. What the hell is that about? But I know the God of truth said that there's going to be earthquakes and catastrophes in diverse places. You see what I'm saying? Guess what? All the atheists and all the people who claim to serve God, now what are they doing? Read that again. What are they doing? Where it said they're shaking.
And tremble at it.
No, read it from the top, bro.
All works shake and tremble at it.
They all shake and they tremble at the works and the actions of the God of the Bible. That's who the God of truth is, the God of the Bible. That's the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's the God that freed our people from captivity under Pharaoh. That's the same God that's going to free our people from captivity under the white man. And what are you going to do about it? You see what I'm saying? What are you going to do to make sure that you can take part in that, man? You see what I'm saying? Somebody give me Proverbs 1:7.
Oh, God.
Bible get shot.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
The fear of the Lord.
The fear of who?
The fear of the Lord
Go ahead.
is the beginning of knowledge.
If you have any common sense, if you have any type of understanding, if you have any type of sense of what the hell is going on around you, you will fear the Lord first. If you claim to be a wise man, if you claim to have wisdom and understanding, keep reading.
But fools,
But
fools despise wisdom and instruction.
But fools despise wisdom and instruction. Fools don't want to be told when to be at class. Fools don't want to be told to stop smoking weed and getting high. Fools don't want to be told that they should be listening to the law, statutes, commandments in the Bible. Fools don't want to hear that the Isupk is the only army ordained by God to raise up his people. They don't hear it. They don't want your instruction. Fools don't want to hear that, nigga, you need to tell your woman to shut the hell up and be here anyways. They don't want to hear that. Fools don't want to hear that, hey, you're an alcoholic and you need to stop drinking so goddamn much. Fools don't want to hear that. Why? Because they despise instruction. And like Ecclesiasticus says, they find it an excuse according to their will. Fools don't want to hear that you got a demon on you and you need to stop doing this, that, and the third. Whatever the hell this, that, and the third may be. Fools won't hear that. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, God.
Give me Isaiah 2:5, somebody about the shot.
Oh, God. The book of Isaiah, chapter 2 and verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
O house of Jacob.
Oh, house of who?
O house of Jacob.
Oh, house of who?
O house of Jacob.
Black is and American Indian. Keep reading.
Come ye.
Come do what?
Come ye.
Come ye. Come here.
Come ye.
Come over here. We growing up under the oppression of women, man. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, God.
Keep reading.
Come ye and let us walk in the light of the Lord.
Yeah, man, give me Isaiah chapter 3 verse 2. Walk the shot. You should come over here and walk in the light of the Lord instead of being an alcoholic, instead of being weak to authority, instead of being a sellout,
Oh, God.
instead of serving women. Because right now, you serve women. Give me that when you got it, please.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 3, verse 2.
Go ahead.
The man of war, the judge,
Slide to verse 12.
The book of Isaiah.
Let the young man read it.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
As for my people, children are their oppressors.
He said, as for my people, as for the children of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, as for the 12 tribes of the lost of the nation of Israel.
That's right.
Go ahead.
That's right.
And women rule over.
No. Read that again.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12.
Mhm.
As for my people, children are their oppressors.
Children are oppressors. Why? Because you're going to get up and you're going to go slave away to make sure you have that Christmas gift. You want to know why else? Because the people that's above you, this is a twofold scripture. Because Donald Trump is a damn child. That's why. Donald Trump is a petty child. Putin is a petty child. Putin said, if we don't get our way, Putin said about a year, 2 years ago, right? He said, if I can't have my way, no one on the planet will have their way. He said, I start World War III. You can look that up. I'm paraphrasing the quote. But he said, if I don't get my way, I'm going to destroy everything. Everything's going to die because I can't have my way. You see what I'm saying? Keep reading.
And women rule over them.
And what do women do?
Rule over
They
them.
do what?
Rule over them.
This was Zerubbabel's point. He said, you niggas are ruled by women, man. Women have the full authority here in America. That's the reason Disney Channel teaches that a man should worship a woman. Go out of your way, shut the whole world down, and find the woman who fits this left slipper. Go out of your way, fight a dragon, and fight your way into this castle and kiss a dead corpse. That's what a man gonna do for you. A man, Sleeping Beauty. A man is gonna love you so much, he's gonna kiss your dead corpse. That's what we teach because women are oppressors. Go ahead.
All my people, they lead thee.
They which what?
They which lead thee.
They which what?
Lead thee.
King Darius. Read it again.
They which lead thee.
King Darius.
They which lead thee.
Donald Trump.
They which lead thee.
Glorilla.
They which lead thee.
Everybody who leads Black people today. Everybody who we take influence from today. Everybody who we look up to today. What do they do?
Cause thee to err.
They cause us to err. They cause us to make mistakes. They cause us to do the opposite of what the God of truth wants us to do. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And destroy the way.
They destroy
of
the
thy
way.
paths.
They destroy the way of your path. They ruin you, man. They ruin your chance at prosperity. You see what I'm saying? Go back to first Esdras Chapt. Let's get through it.
First Esdras chapter 4, verse 37.
Let's finish it up. Go ahead.
Wine is wicked, the king is wicked, women are wicked, all the children of men are wicked.
Go ahead.
And such are all their wicked works.
Go ahead.
And there is no truth in them.
And there's no truth in what?
In them.
There's no truth in them. Alcohol will cause you to F up. Leadership and power will cause you to err. Women will cause you to stumble and error. The truth doesn't live in any of those things. The truth doesn't live in buildings made by man's hands. The Bible says that, doesn't it? Keep reading.
In their unrighteousness also they shall perish.
And in their unrighteousness, what's going to happen? Read it again.
They shall perish.
King Darius is going to die. The alcoholic is going to die. The man who serves his woman is going to die. The woman who's trying to lead her man is going to die. Keep reading.
Verse 38. As for the truth,
But however, the word of God, the truth, the things that God commanded, what is it going to do?
it endureth.
It's going to do what?
It endureth.
It's going to endure. It's going to go on. It's going to be here long after you're gone. It's going to be here long after you are out of here, man. From generation to generation, the God of truth is going to be here. What can be more powerful than that? That's the problem. What power do you know that holds more authority in the earth? Liquor? Alcohol? That's your demon? Alcoholism? You have a power trip problem. You're trying to find favor in the king. You're trying to impress Donald Trump. You're trying to impress a product. That's the reason you're not in class, because you don't want to argue with your wife. You don't want to get into it with this bitch. That's what the hell's going on here. You don't come into the school and start smoking weed because my wife didn't like that very much. She wants to smoke. She wants to get high. And the day she said to me in class, that's our date night day. What's going to happen? The Lord is going to kill you. That's at the beginning of that scripture just said, didn't it? It said that all of those things are going to what? Perish? Did it say perish? Read above what
their unrighteousness also they shall perish.
In your unrighteousness, you're going to die, man. The entire point of the Isupk Kingdom Commander is to preserve your life. We don't want you to die. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
I'm trying to make sure you stay here. Keep reading.
As for the truth, it endureth and is always strong.
And the truth, the law, statutes, and commandments of the Bible is always going to endure. And that's the reason that he that leadeth into captivity is going to go into captivity. That's right. The reason that he who killeth with the sword shall die with the sword.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Because thus saith the God of truth. Thus saith the Lord. And at the end of the day, regardless of what it is you went to, America, which is the wicked land, is going to burn to the ground regardless. Whether you on the right hand or on the left hand side. You see what I'm saying? I suggest you find favor in the eyes of the God of truth. Because he's the one that's going to decide who perishes and who doesn't perish, man. He's the one that's going to decide who gets to live and who does not get to live, man. You see what I'm saying? And with that, this has been the Isupk Las Vegas scripture breakdown class. I want to ask everybody to take the time to like, comment, and share this class. And let me know in the comments down below what y'all want broken down next. You know what I'm saying? I might go in the book of Daniel. I might break down Daniel's visions next. If y'all want to see Daniel's visions broken down next, please let me know. And we will make sure that we get to it starting next week. We teach every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And with that, I want to say shalom. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh thoughts all the brothers, shalom Yahweh Shalom, all the fun by Hashem Yahweh all the sisters. You know what I'm saying? Clap it up.